On BBC World News, the biggest African and international news stories focus on Africa.
Hello, this is Focus on Africa. I'm Laquesta Burek. Our top story today, an iftar for the millions of Sudanese yearning for this day to come. Those were the words of the ICC prosecutor as the man charged with leading Sudan's deadly Janjaweed took to the stand as the first trial for war crimes in the Darfur conflict began in The Hague. Sex for water, the violent abuse and exploitation of women's bodies in Nairobi's largest informal settlement for the most basic of human rights. Now, on this programme, we've brought you the scandal of sex for grades in a number of West African universities. But how about the inhuman abuse of a woman's body for the most basic of human rights, water? For some women in Nairobi's largest informal settlement, Kibra, sex for water is a very real and dangerous threat they face on a daily basis. From being violently raped by strange men whilst carrying the heavy bottles home, to exploitation by the gangs demanding more than just a cash payment for the precious resource. Stigmatisation and fear stops many of the women from approaching the police, and it is now taking its toll on their mental health. The BBC News Women's Affairs correspondent Azizat Olaulala reports.
Water, life's greatest necessity, and a daily challenge for Mary. She has to carry 8 of these each day through the winding alleys of Kibra, Nairobi's largest informal settlement. It costs her around $18 a month, nearly a quarter of her salary on water alone. Kibra is home to hundreds of thousands of others like Mary. Many live below the poverty line and struggle to pay for their water. For women, that struggle can be dangerous. Mary was out late one night fetching water when she was attacked by a water vendor and another man. The BBC has changed Mary's name to protect her.
Men, they were 2, had already teared my clothes up, so before even the women who had me screaming came, they had already done it.
Stigma and fear often prevent women from reporting to the police. The Kenya police would not confirm or deny that women were facing sexual violence over water. But police spokesperson Bruno Shioso said that giving water is a critical resource within informal settlements and a responsibility area of women mostly, and given that water supply is most times a resource under power of organized gangs made up of men, then it is possible and probable that women are sexually victimized to access this resource. There is not enough water to cater for the needs of hundreds of thousands of Kibra residents on a daily basis, so that leaves open a door for some water vendors to take advantage of their customers, especially women.
I used to take water on credit, and it reached a point the water vendor asked me, "How will you pay all that money?" I told him, due to the corona pandemic, I have nothing. He told me as the thing stands, I'll pay him using my body.
Women in Kibra go to Umande Trust for psychosocial counseling. They are the only one in Kibra offering such help to victims of sexual violence over water.
These sessions come in really to help alleviate some of the mental issues that victims have had to carry with them for a very long time.
After her experience, Mary was unable to go to the police. She had to leave home for 6 months due to shame and constant blaming. For now, the government says it is working to improve the infrastructure in informal settlements, and with continuous counseling, women like Mary are starting to speak out to help improve things for others in Kibra. Azizat Olaulua, BBC News.